All right, so we have a link to the Jamboard in the chat. Just like we've done in our past sessions, we're going to write a commitment on slide 6 of our Jamboard. What are you going to commit to? What tool are you going to use to gather data from students and respond to that data? Again, it's on slide 6. Put your name on it. So when we have our 5th module, you can go in and remember your commitment easily. But we will give you guys a minute or two to get into our Jamboard and post a commitment for today's session. Awesome. I'm seeing people really excited about GimKit. That was a big point of excitement in our last session as well. Love hearing about teachers using Read and Write. Yeah, in Google Classroom. That is awesome to be able to merge both of those platforms. Looks like Read and Write for some differentiation so kiddos can access content. It's amazing not only to see kiddos use it, but also it becomes a habit for them and they'll use it without you having to prompt them eventually. That's the goal. GimKit for checks for understanding. Using the stats breakdown of each question is a lot of fun for students to take that gamification lesson and see some data behind it, see your teacher moves. Awesome, looks like Read and Write is another tool that is getting a lot of excitement. We'll give you about another minute. If you haven't done so yet, go into our Jamboard and post a commitment for what tool you would like to use moving forward.
Does the district have, did they pay for GimKit or are we just using the free version? Do you know?
It's just a free version available. The district does not have a license for it. We also don't have a district Student Data Privacy Act agreement, so you'll need to make sure it's listed on the ATM as well.
Awesome. Looks like Leo's going to be using Read and Write, then Lexia to further differentiate. That's great to see. Love seeing Mastery Tracker being used in Schoology. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you all so much for your reflection.
Alrighty, so again, thank you for all of your participation today. We just want to shout out real fast about our artifact collection. So if you are in our PDU, once you do your final portfolio, we'll pull what you're doing in your classroom, put it in this folder so that other teachers have access to see like the awesome things that are happening. But if you're not in our PDU and you are just like doing some really rad things that you think could be helpful for other teachers to see, please reach out and let us know, because we want to highlight actual DPS teachers using these strategies and how it impacts their students. So again, if you have any thing that you're doing with your students that relates to these strategies, we would love to know about it. So please reach out to your digital coach. You can also reply to the email that you got for this session to Luke, or you can reply to anything that you've gotten from any of our coaches, and we will help you get in the right direction. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
We're also excited to share that we have our STEAM Expo coming up. So it is like a science fair, but for all of STEAM. So we're having our K-12 competitive science fair operating, but we'll also have an art gallery for showcasing student work, music performances. We'll have open lab spaces for kiddos to create maker spaces, or we have art projects using found resources for a sustainability focus. A robotics Olympics competition with Vex Robotics. There's a lot happening that we're excited about. And that's going to be taking place Saturday, April 29th at CSU Spur, which is just in central Denver, right by the Western Stock Show. So not only do we want you to come to this event, but we would love for you to submit some student work for this event. Our focus is on sustainability, but any content can submit any student work that they'd like to see showcased at our STEAM Expo. And there is, thank you, Luke. We have a link to our Expo site for a little bit more information, but also a link to a Google form if you would like to see your students' work showcased at our first annual STEAM Expo.
And I also would love to share an opportunity that we have in a partnership with CU Boulder, is that they have some education professors that are doing research on how we can use artificial intelligence and games in the classroom. So this is really targeted at 6th through 12th grades, but we could do like 4th and 5th grade as well to modify the content for them. Basically, the process is going to be that we're launching a PDU, and then there's opportunities for pay to actually implement this. So one is, if you come to 2 Saturday trainings that will be virtual in April, you'll get your teacher hourly rate to come to those sessions since it is a weekend. And in that session, you'll learn about the artificial intelligence and the game unit, and then work on planning that unit with the professors. Then they are available to be teachers' assistants or co-teachers with you in actually implementing this in May. We're thinking after LEAP evaluations are done, after testing season is over, you really want to keep your students engaged. How do I really do something awesome with my kids that's something different in May? And this is the opportunity to do that. So it is a few day unit, and then if you allow the researchers to come into your classroom, they will give you a stipend for that research collection. So not only are they there to help plan with you and teach you the content and co-teach with you, then you have opportunities to earn PDU credit and some stipends for that as well. Oh, sorry, here, let me just drop in the shorter version here for the link for the tiny URL.
Oh, it's because you have to log in.
There's 2 HTTPs. There's a HTTPS, and then so I just took that out, and then it works.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, is it working for the games unit then? Okay, there you go. Thank you, Matthew. That one works. So awesome opportunity, PDU credit. You can do 2 PDUs a year, so you can do another one if you're already in our other PDU. You get the stipends for all the extra work that you do, which I know as a teacher is very important. And then too, that you can have something really fun with your students and push artificial intelligence with them.
And another opportunity for you is the inaugural RockCS, Rocky Mountain Computer Science Conference in June. It's sponsored by Adams 12 5-star schools. It does not require you to be a computer science teacher. It is available for anybody to use. And it also includes integration of computer science into core content areas. The registration for it is not yet available, but if you want to be a presenter at this initial conference, then that option is available for you to sign up for now. So another free opportunity, June 9th, RockCS.
So to close us out today, first thing is we want to make sure that you get credit for attending this session. So please make sure that you fill out the feedback and credit survey at that link. I also just dropped it in the chat. confusing part is that instead of going to the C's for classroom technology integration, you're gonna go to the P's for PL Cohort, classroom technology integration in support of student experience and achievement. That is in the chat, just in case you need some differentiation. Don't wanna just hear it, you can read it too. So make sure that you complete that survey. 1, it gives you credit for attending this session, and 2, we take your feedback and try to incorporate them into our future sessions. So if you loved this session, please let us know so that we can keep on doing what we're doing. If you were like, you know what, I really could have gotten more out of this if you did X, Y, and Z, we will also take that into consideration, and we'd love to hear from you. So please, please, please give us feedback. We literally read every single piece of feedback. So give it to us.
We do.
Also make sure that you have your digital coach's contact information, you know who your digital coach is. If you don't, you can always reach out to me, Luke, anybody else who is a coach on this meet right now, and we will point you in the right direction. We hope to see you all back on April 3rd for Module 5, which will cover high expectations. That will be our last live PL session for that April Teal Day. And if you are interested in completing this as a PDU and you have not yet signed up, please reach out to me so we can talk through your options, and we can go from there. So again, here is the feedback link. It is a Google form that you fill out, and we are in the session PL Cohort, Classroom Technology Integration in Support of Student Experience and Achievement. So thanks for coming. We really appreciated your presence and your participation. If you have any questions, feel free to stay on or email any of us, and we are happy to answer. Have an awesome rest of your day.